Listen to this.
So if you try and contact me, you will.
And of course, you have quite a few interviews posted on YouTube. People can just search for you on YouTube and hear a lot more details of your story. And there are many other life after death stories on YouTube too. I mean, now that everybody has video cameras on their mobile phones, it's so easy for people to film their own testimonies and put them up on YouTube.
But how many of those stories are true? And how many of those are bunk? How can they all? I've seen a shitload of testimonies of near-death experiences. They contradict one another badly. In some cases, they cannot all be true, but they can all be false. I need some fucking answers. What is truth? Is Jesus even real? The more I see these near-death experience testimonies on the internet, the more I doubt that Jesus is real. We got Howard Storm's near-death experience of a loving Jesus. Beautiful experience. But I can take you to other near-death experiences on the internet. Listen to this one. She says she saw her mom burning in hell. She hates to have to go tell the story of seeing her mom in hell. And she said one day Jesus said to her, if she stops preaching his word, he will destroy her.
And even my biological parents, I saw them in hell. My mother, my father, and even my grandmother that just died this January. I don't like to talk about that. It's very painful. It's only the grace of God. I don't like to talk about hell. Sometimes, if they call me to go and preach, go and tell the testimony, I'll say no, I'm not going because I know I'll reach this side. And one day Jesus said, if you stop preaching my word or tell my people my word, I will destroy you. So I always pray to Jesus whenever I stand.
Do you hear that testimony? Do you hear that? What right did we have to say that your testimony is true, Howard Storm, and her testimony is false? Both of your near-death experiences appeal to scriptures. You know that book, that one book that so many people read it and come up with thousands of different interpretations, thousands of different religions. And then one thing that peeves me about your experience. You said in about 200 years this earth will be more like a heaven on earth. 200 years. So now we got to wait 200 years before we can see whether or not your testimony, your near-death experience was the truth or a lie like the Jehovah's Witnesses when they said the Lord was coming back in 1918 and he didn't. Now we got to wait 200 years to see whether your story is true or false. That's marketing. That was a brilliant marketing strategy. Because so many people are going to be sheeple and believe just what everything they hear. But the real Jesus in Acts. Turn with me to the book of Acts. This is what makes me believe you did not meet the real Jesus. Hebrews 13:8 says, Jesus Christ the same yesterday, today, and forever. In other words, Jesus never changes. Turn with me to the book of Acts chapter 1. He's just risen from the dead. The disciples asked him, when therefore they were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? And he said to them, it is not for you to know the times nor the seasons which the Father has put in his own power. In other words, why didn't Jesus tell Howard Storm the same thing? It is not for you to know. Why did all of a sudden he change his mind and tell him 200 years? Okay, I can use near-death experience after near-death experience, and you bring them together, They contradict like hell. Here's one about how about the backslidden Christian is taken to hell, and she goes to hell because she wouldn't forgive other people. How about this person? Final call 007. How about his near-death experience? Let's pull his up.
Started praying and by himself.
How about the boy who went to heaven? You know, the preacher's son went to heaven, saw their child that had been died and before he was born, and he recanted his testimony. He admitted that it was false. Jesus, are you really real? I can't find him. Anyways, here's one.
Peace of mind. Such a big beauty.
David Letterman's near-death experience involving a peanut butter sandwich. So what I'm trying to say, if all these near-death experiences and all these revelations from God are real, if Jesus is real, why do they contradict one another? Why do they not all point to one objective truth, instead pointing to a bunch of subjective truths? Is Jesus, are you real? Jesus, what is truth?